So depending on how long the Dragon Ball Heroes anime runs, we might get a whole bunch of unique and in some ways very, very bizarre what if battles, because the Dragon Ball Heroes game and manga has already given it to us. So I took it to the community, went to the Geekdom 101 Facebook page, that is facebook.com/Geekdom101, and I asked all of you, I said, what are the fantasy crazy dream fights that you want to see in Dragon Ball Heroes that you might not get to see in Super, because Heroes combines all timelines and all continuities into one big hodgepodge of a game. But with the anime coming out, we might see some crazy, wacky timeline stuff. So I went ahead and took it to you guys. And make sure you leave a comment down below and tell me what crazy fantasy dream fight you want to see in Dragon Ball Heroes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of these and kind of give you my thoughts on them, and we can have a discussion on it. So we've done this before. Let's go ahead and get to it. Joshua Rodriguez, I would like to see a combination of Goku and Gohan fighting against Few and Timebreaker Bardock. Definitely a family fight, because we've got the Goku, Gohan, and Bardock, 3 generations of the, I guess you can call it the Bardock family. You can't really say the Sun family because that's an adopted name. But Few is just in there for, I guess, because he's part of the Heroes, universe. I don't know. Nathan Peterson says, Goldo on steroids versus Hit. Time battle. Nathan's looking for a battle using time. Now, Aliou Diallo, if I messed up your name, please forgive me. I always say this when I do this. We have a lot of international and very cultural and ethnic subscribers, which I do appreciate all of you, but my dialect might not be perfect, so forgive me on that. He gives me one that I think we're going to see a lot of, that I think a lot of people have been wanting to see for a long time. Super Saiyan Blue Vegito versus SS4 Gogeta. That's one that I think people want to see real bad, and hey, Heroes might give it to us. Don't forget that in Dragon Ball Heroes, there's also Xeno Gogeta and Xeno Vegito. There's other alternate timeline versions of those fusions, which I will be covering in a video very soon. Zulio, one name, says King Vegeta versus Kid Trunks, just to see the reaction of the king. Yeah, I mean, that would be interesting to see, oh, I have a grandson, and then maybe what's his reaction going to be when he sees Bra, or Bulla. Bra's her name. That'd be interesting. Michael Scott says, Nova, Shenron, and Hit. I would just want to see that character interaction. I know Hit probably wipes the floor with Nova, but it still would be cool to see those two together. That's an interesting combination. I'm curious to why you picked, of all people, Nova Shenron. I guess they kind of are similar in their personalities, because Nova seems like more of a chill guy, but I wouldn't mind seeing it. Ken J. McCormick says, Vegeta versus Hit and Jiren versus either an angel or a god of destruction. I mean, that's stuff we could see in Super. That's not really a Heroes exclusive thing. We could see Vegeta and Hit in Super someday. We've already seen it. I'm looking for more like really wacky stuff. Like right here, Bardock and Guinea versus Goku and Raditz, like in my fan-made tournament. Be sure to check out RRNT. Yeah, that would be interesting. Mother and father against the 2 kids. That's what I'm looking for. Something like that, we don't even know how strong Guinea is. Presumably not that strong, but hey, if she trains, you never know. Louis Paul John Gannon says, I'd love to see Blue Goku and Blue Gohan. There is no Blue Gohan, but in Heroes, anything's possible because everybody gets every form. Use Potara and the World of Void to fight Whis at 100%. I still think Whis would win that fight, but I'm using Dragon Ball Super scaling. Dragon Ball Heroes is whatever the hell it wants. So, yeah. Corey says, Set the Programmer, get his ass spanked by Majin Vegeta or Beerus. Well, Set the Programmer is not a fictional character. That's an actual person. So, that's morbid, but okay. Brandon Smith says, Beerus versus Omega Shenron. That's another one that I think a lot of people want to see. What's interesting about Dragon Ball Heroes is that Dragon Ball Heroes has not really utilized the gods as much as you would think that they would. What I mean by that is this. All the characters in Heroes, we have Saiyans and Namekians and all that stuff. And yes, there are Heroes cards for all the gods of destruction, the angels, Grand Priest, even Zeno has one. But they haven't really done anything too strange with them. Like, they're just there. We haven't seen, like, Evil Beerus or Zeno Beerus or any of that stuff yet. And I find that interesting that they've kind of stayed away from using the deities in their main storylines. Which I'm okay with, because when you put the gods in there, it kind of gives one side an unfair advantage. Joshua Southerton says the Ginyu Force all fusing to one being versus a fusion of Chilled and Namek Frieza. Why Namek Frieza? Interesting. Maybe because that's where they were all kind of closer to a level in power. But that is a good question. If you've got 5 Ginyu Force members all combined, I don't have their power levels in front of me right now. I still don't think they could beat Namek Frieza, to be honest with you. Maybe Chilled, but I don't think they can beat Namek Frieza. Still, that would be cool to see. I like what Pedro says here. He says, I would love to see Goku versus Bardock base forms. Old-fashioned technical match. Yeah, I don't know if Bardock's that much of a scientific fighter compared to Goku and all the training that he got. But Goku, I feel, got better training. Significantly better. So I think in a technical matchup, he would win. Philip Braddock says, I want to see the fusion of Trunks and Vegeta versus Demigra. Yeah, that did happen in Heroes. I'll do a video on it eventually. Vejenks is what it's called. Future Trunks and Vegeta do fuse in Heroes. I think it's chapter 2 of the manga, if I remember correctly. It's in the Dark Empire saga. It's in the early portion of it. Against Demigra. Yeah, and Demigra definitely was, OP'd a little bit in Xenoverse, I feel, and even more so in Heroes. But the fusion of Trunks and Vegeta is deadly. Joey Pineda says, Baby Vegeta fused with Kid Buu on a Black Star versus Gogeta SS4 fused with Vegeta Blue. If you're watching the video and you don't know about the Black Star or the Dark Dragon Balls, the Black Star Dragon Balls are not the Dark Dragon Balls. They're two different things, but the Black Star Dragon Balls have been referred to as the Dark Dragon Balls, so there's a lot of confusion there. I do have a video that's currently in the editing process right now that I'm going to drop on you guys here in a couple weeks explaining the Dark Dragon Balls, so you'll have that coming up very soon. But it's interesting. Baby Vegeta fused with Kid Buu. That's crazy. That's already nuts. Like, just that idea. But he says fused, not absorbed. So that's interesting. Versus Gogeta SS4 fused with Vegeta Blue. I think that Gogeta and Vegeta Blue would stomp a mud hole in Baby Vegeta and Kid Buu. Actually, now that I think about it, to be brutally honest with you, I think Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta by himself would probably beat a Baby Vegeta Kid Buu fusion, because he's really, really powerful. If you don't know that, check out my video, The Strongest in Dragon Ball, SS4 Gogeta. There's a lot of lines in GT that people have forgotten that tell you how strong that dude is. He's really powerful, more so than I think people give him credit for. Ryan Horton says, I'm going to have to second the Vegeta Gogeta. I froth at the mouth. They should do it, I agree. Kale versus Broly. I didn't even think of that. Thank you, Jack. I didn't even think of the possibility of Kale versus Broly in Heroes. That would be, I'm not going to lie, I would want to see it. That's wacky. Mo J. Peary says, Baby Janemba. And for those of you wondering, Baby Janemba is a thing in Heroes. Janemba... Baby. I think Baby does fuse with Janemba. I forgot if it's Janemba Baby or Janemba Boo, but maybe both. I don't even remember. Versus SS4 Broly. I love Janemba. Maybe you versus Hit or SSBE Vegeta. Hit trying to take on Janemba's techniques would be a sight to see. I agree. He has those reality warping techniques that presumably only work in the other world. But I wonder, and this is a good question right here, I wonder how Hit's time manipulation techniques would work in the other world. Would they work? I presume that some of them would, because they worked in the world of Void, but the other world is kind of different. I think it would still work, but, if Janemba has control of that matter, that would be very interesting. Maybe, I know I'm overthinking it. I know I am. It's just Heroes. I know. Ronald Boer says, Zeno Trunks versus Revived Frieza. I guess you mean, Revived Frieza now? I think Frieza will whoop his ass. I mean, that's the way I'm seeing it, but that would be a good fight. Dejira Tigala Tran, Future Trunks and Gohan. No, Future Trunks and Gohan is named is not named Tran. His name is that's how I would name him. Okay. Yeah, no, his name is was it Gohanks? Yeah, Gohanks. His name is Gohanks, and yes, that is in Hero. Versus Vegito, I love you, bro. Your dedication and credibility, your channel only grows. Thank you so much for the kind words. Yeah, Gohanks is his name. James Mentor says, Gotenks and Gogeta Potara fusion. A lot of people have wanted to see the double fusions for years. I know people were like, oh, what if Gogeta and Gotenks did the fusion? I don't think it would work unless it's Potara fusion, and even then it might not work. But for Heroes, again, you can do whatever you want, and I think it could work. Another Vegito versus Gogeta. Ultra Instinct Vegito versus Whis. I mean, that's something that could theoretically happen in the Dragon Ball Super anime. You know, that could happen if they want to train like that. I doubt that they would, because Vegeta and Goku don't like fusing. Well, Vegeta really. But that'd be cool to see. Felipe Simas writes, a new Saiyan from the movie fighting Vegito Blue. Think that would be something spectacular to see. Well, we don't even know what he can do yet. Like, I think it's too soon to assume that, because we don't know how strong he is or what he can do. But that being said, yeah, we might actually see that in the movie. I mean, I don't think Goku and Vegeta are going to fuse in the movie, but you never know. I mean, you never know what they're going to throw at us. Renee Menchada Jr. coming at us with a classic here. Frieza versus Cooler. Now that there's Golden Cooler in Heroes, I would like to see that even more so than ever. Spencer Firestein says it would be great to see SSB Vegeta versus SS4 Goku. Yes, we'd see two Gokus, but a new Vegeta Goku fight would be epic. That's true. I mean, it is kind of a throwback, and it's Blue Vegeta against 4 Goku. But remember, there's different versions of Blue Vegeta. Are we talking about Evolution? Are we talking about Blue Vegeta during Resurrection F, during Trunks, during Tournament of Power? I mean, who knows? But yes, that would be fine. Now, Enrique has a crap load of them here. Bardock versus Goku, which we kind of already saw with Timebreaker Bardock, but it's not the same thing. King Vegeta versus Vegeta. We kind of saw that. Jiren versus Broly SS4. That would be something to see. The two muscle heads. SS Blue Goku versus SS4 Goku. Well, that's already coming. I mean, that's going to happen early in the anime. Vegito Blue versus S4 Gogeta, of course. Zeno Goku versus Beerus. Beerus would destroy him. If SS Blue Goku could beat Zeno Goku, Beerus will beat him. The Rock versus Shawn Michaels. Come on, bro. Me versus Dino. Well, we're not fictional characters, but hey, if they animate us, I'll take it. Victor says Hit versus Super Buu would be something else, especially if he already had Ultimate Gohan absorbed. Not sure if pressure points would do anything to Buu. I'm not sure if Hit has some technique to destroy all of Buu's cells. If the Vegito absorption had worked, I'm not sure how powerful Buu would have been. Well, we're talking about two different things here, but if it's Hit versus Super Buu, whether we're talking about with or without Gohan absorbed, Hit would absolutely murder him. It would just be, Hit would destroy Super Buu. Dragon Ball Super characters are ridiculously more powerful than anything in Z, especially Hit. He would just murk Super Buu, even with Gohan absorbed. With Vegito absorbed, that's a different story. I still think, I don't know, see, Vegito's really powerful. That's a different story. That might be a closer fight. Yosian Guzman says Goku Black versus Bardock versus Goku versus Goten versus Turles. 5-way fight. Why not Gohan? You left Gohan out. That's interesting. I mean, just the idea of Goku Black versus Turles, like the two evil, like, representations of Goku, that'd be cool. Marcerita versus Vados. We've never seen Marcerita fight, have we? I don't think we have. I want to see them fight. All right, this is gonna be. We're gonna do a couple more, and we're gonna get out of here. Would love to see a Goku meet Bardock and go a few rounds. I mean, that happened already in Timebreaker Bardock, but that was more like Xenoverse than anything, and it was more Trunks meeting Bardock. But doing it in the anime would be different. Buhan versus Janemba second form. Yeah, I'd like to see that too. And then Kid Vegeta versus Kid Goku. That is a cool idea. I think Kid Goku would win that. Oh, actually, no, I don't know. No, I think Kid Vegeta would win because Vegeta was always naturally more powerful. Had a stronger base form. Anyways, that's it. There's tons more, but we can't get to them. It's going to be like a 2-hour video if I get to all these. But thanks, everybody who posted them. And if you want to check the rest of them out, head on over to facebook.com/geekdom101. And it should all be there. Thank you, as always, for participating in this fun little discussion we have here. Hope you all have a good one. And by the way, YouTube has been tremendously broken this week, very badly. Some of my friends have lost their channels. They've been deleted, incorrectly. Notifications are busted. Videos are not getting out to you guys. So remember to check back here on the channel every day. Some of you guys are getting notified. Some of you are not. Some channels are being affected worse than others. It's been pretty crazy. So just remember, if it's not just me, it's anybody who you watch on YouTube. Remember to manually check their pages to see if they upload it, because YouTube is busted, and I hope they fix it soon. Thank you, guys. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.